All right, welcome to another episode. Hey, so check this out. I'm gonna tell a little story about my daughter, Kyra. She's about 14 years old. Kyra needed braces. So last week, went in, got the braces put on, but it's been about a year process for this whole thing. She had to lose a couple teeth. You had to wait, a certain amount for her mouth to get to the right size and all this kind of stuff. But long story short, she went in last week, got her braces. But for the week and about 2 weeks kind of before the appointment, man, Kyra was scared. She was worried about the braces, worried about the pain, worried about all of the things that came along with getting it, right? They told her it was going to be an hour and a half appointment. She was worried, man, I'm going to be sitting there for an hour and a half getting, all this stuff done. It's going to be so painful. Super scared, didn't know what to do, worried about the whole process. I never had braces. My wife never had braces. None of her sisters have had braces yet, so we didn't really know what to expect either. But when we went there, she was worried about after the braces, right? It's going to be painful. It's going to be, I'm not going to be able to eat. We went to Colorado, and her cousin this summer had braces put on. So for 3 or 4 days, he was, oh, my mouth. So she saw that. She's like, oh my God, it's going to be so bad. And so, long story short, went to get the braces put on last week. They told her it was going to be an hour and a half. Ended up being 45 minutes. So, half the time. So all of this worry, all of these problems, she thought she was going to be in pain for that 45 minutes. Wasn't really in any pain. Got out a little bit later, a little bit of pain, a little bit of discomfort. But, we gave her some Advil, completely fine. Ate a little bit of soup for a couple days, ate some ice cream, milkshakes, stuff like that. Completely fine. A little bit of pain, a little bit of discomfort, but nothing compared to what she was kind of thinking it was going to be, right? And so, the pain and the discomfort and all of the things, eventually she's going to get past that and she's going to have, really perfect teeth. And so part of this idea, and when we're looking at our businesses, it's the same idea, right? Our businesses, a lot of times, there might be decisions that need to be made or processes or products we want to come out with, but we're worried, we're scared. We don't want to fire that employee. We don't want to raise our prices. We don't want to do all of these different things because we're worried about what the repercussions are going to be, right? But as business owners, what we need to do is just like Kyra. We need to be able to get into the discomfort, whether that's, firing somebody, hiring somebody, changing some processes, raising the prices. Get into that discomfort, because on the other side of that discomfort, we're going to have a better possibility, right? We're going to have a better business. We're going to have a better relationship. Kyra's case, she's going to have a better smile. So all of these things, it's like digging into that discomfort and being okay, getting into that discomfort and moving through. Because on the other side of the discomfort, there's a better solution or a better possibility for our business. Every time we've ever had to make a difficult decision, whether it's firing somebody, hiring somebody, raising those prices, it was always a scared, worried kind of conversation. Like, man, people are going to quit. We're going to lose all this stuff. All of these bad things, right? You go down the road of all the bad things that are happening or that are possible. But if you step back and you really just look at what is possible, most of the times those bad things are not that bad. So think about how can we go ahead and dig into the possibility of what is going to happen, right? Are we going to die? Probably not. Is our business going to go out of business? Probably not. So if we can look at what is the worst case scenario and then say, oh, okay, I'm okay with that. I'm okay if we lose 10% of the students. I'm okay if we lose 20% of the students. I'm okay if we raise the price, $20 a month, but we lose 5 students. We're still making more money in the business, right? So this is how you want to approach these questions or these changes that need to be made. Again, most of the time, we don't look at what the real true possibility is, right? We look from a scarcity mindset. We're living in that scarcity, and that's why we're worried. That's why we're in fear, because we don't think there's enough money out there. We don't think there's better employees out there. We don't think that there's more students to come if people leave. So the idea is get out of that scarcity mindset and jump into your abundance mindset. That abundance mindset is the exact opposite, right? It's the mindset that says, hey, there's plenty of students out there. So if we fire an employee and somebody comes and some people leave, those employees can go, those people can leave, and we'll find new students out there. We'll get more prospects. We'll get more leads. It's not a big deal. Hey, if we raise the price and we lose a couple people, that's understandable. That's fine. But we're going to be making more money because we're able to raise that price, and there's plenty of money out there. So all of these things, if you move your location, if you change your schedule, there's always going to be repercussions, but almost always those repercussions are never as bad as we think that they're going to be. So again, when we're making these decisions, we have to be okay with the repercussions, but know that if we're in that state of abundance and in that mindset of abundance, there's going to be plenty of people to fill in those people, to get more staff members, to change the location, any of the things that come up as a business owner. So again, kind of remembering the progress in business isn't staying away from discomfort, isn't avoiding discomfort, right? It's going into the discomfort, it's going into the pain, and it's pushing through so that when we come out on the other side, we have a better possibility. We're always kind of stuck in the cage of what our life is, our business is. But if we can start to break free from that cage and know that there's more out there, we can start to move towards that possibility of more. So again, just wanted to give you some thoughts and some ideas on the scarcity abundance mindset and on the idea of being okay digging into that discomfort when you need to make decisions. Your business is going to survive, and most of the time, if you're making the correct decisions and using this kind of format or framework, you're going to actually thrive on the other side of that discomfort. Hope that helps. And if you've ever had any of those discomforts, drop it in the chat. Let us know, or in the comments, how what that discomfort was and what was the repercussion that you thought might happen, and then what did really happen. So again, dig into that discomfort, get to the other side, because on the other side is growth, whether it's business, whether it's personal, all of those things. And so remember, if you have an academy, you're closer than you think to the academy of your dreams. You just have to push through some of those discomforts.